How's everybody doing? I expect that you're having a magical day. Okay. I expect that when you woke up this morning or before you woke up, when you went to sleep yesterday, okay, whatever your schedule looks like, and you woke up to have your new experience, to have your new moment, that you set your magical intentions. I expect that you did that. All right. So let's get into our Flow with Tarot segment. I have already pulled a card. All right. So we've got the Nine of Cups here. So, off top, what I'd like to focus on. Oh, the card matches my dress. How nice. What I like to focus on is the number 9, just for a minute. Because the number 9 represents this, what we could call a transitional period between the old. And when I say old, I am not using the term old as in bad. I'm not using the term old as in unnecessary. I'm using the term old to reference an experience that you've had that is now over. So the end of a chapter, okay? It is that interlude, that transition, that interlude between moving from one chapter. Now you're experiencing elevation. It is time for newness to come through. It's time for you to build anew. It's time for you to, just experience newness, okay? And it's that transition. The number 9 represents that transitional period between what you've experienced and what is now the newness that is now available to you. I think this new theme keeps showing up because I feel like with the last 2 cards that we've had for this segment, that new was the theme. Let me know in the comments if you feel that way. Maybe that new theme is just for me, okay? But anyway, the 9 represents that shift. The 9 represents a shift that can often be very swift. Swift, not in a way that is scary, but swift in a way where it's just where it's expected. You're looking around and you give reverence to the experiences that you've had, while appreciating and celebrating and just allowing for the new experiences to unfold. And that and in that celebration, you are, I don't want to say settled, but you're just allowing for your nervous system to rest in that transitional period. Even while you're looking around and you're seeing the swift change that's happening, you're seeing and watching things come into place, you are resting in that. Not resting to the point where you're getting complacent, and that's why I didn't want to use the term settling, but you're resting, not being complacent, but you're resting because you're allowing the shift to take place, because you know what's on the other side of that transformational period, that transitional period. And yes, it can look fast, it can seem fast, but it is in perfect timing. Swift timing, but perfect timing. And so in that resting transitional period that you're in, you're looking at that space with new eyes, because perhaps you've experienced this before. And maybe before, when you were in that transitional period, you were panicked, you were anxious, You were almost angry at what was taking place. But now, because you know what's on the other side of this transitional period, you know what this transitional period is for, you're responding to it differently now. And this is where I want to move into the cups. The cups represent water, okay? We know what water is. Water reminds us to flow, to not resist. And a lot of times we don't like to talk about that because our ego is telling us that if we don't resist, then we're just accepting what we don't want. And that is not the case at all. That non-resistance that you are now approaching this middle transitional period with, you're simply saying, well, no, I see what's happening here. So I'm just going to ride this because I know what's on the other side. I know my elevation is on the other side of this. I know what I'm being carried into. I'm carried into the new that I have been spelling for. I'm coming into this newness. I'm reconnecting with this newness that I've been expecting. So yeah, I'm not surprised that these things are taking place, and they're taking place quickly. I'm still going to rest and allow my nervous system to accept my elevation, to allow my nervous system to prepare, to expand its capacity, to receive what is next for me, to receive the magic that is next for me, to receive the new spiritual. This is not only just in the physical things you can see, things you can touch, but this also has to do with your spirituality, your spiritual gifts, the way that you approach your spirituality. Even there's this newness in that as well. So you can stop with, you've already done the spell, you've already done rituals, so you can just stop with that and just allow the expected results, the results that you know that you're going to have, that you know that's on the other side of this transition. Just allow your nervous system to rest in that. And that's what I feel like the Nine of Cups is reminding us of. And also understand this, there is this sense of overflow in a way that you haven't experienced before. Because what is the theme? The theme is new. There is this overflow that you have to allow your nervous system to get prepared to receive. Because what you're experiencing, what you're going to experience, you've never experienced before. So allow your nervous system to get accustomed to the overflow of your desire, the overflow of downloads, the overflow of images, the overflow of visions, the overflow of new ways to approach your rituals, the overflow of new wealth building ideas, the overflow of peace, the overflow of ease, the overflow of universal favor, the overflow. I hear ease again, just ease, overflow of ease. Overflow of ease in the way that you want to experience your life, your relationships, your business is, your investments. Overflow of ease. So, I received that for myself. Let me know if that resonated with you. All right, let me know in the comments. And we are going to keep flowing with tarot and flowing with our magic. Okay? Flow. All right? Stay magical.